story, cause this beat getting beat up, everything get eat up, and now we going over here.
Hello. So back at it again. This is Mr. 80 AM Productions 80 AM. All right. So yeah, pleasure to be here today. What motivates me is actually the people on my back. Literally got a tattoo recently, as of recently. It took a very, very long time, but the people on my back are my angels that are no longer like here with me right now. There's a lot of people who made me who I am today that can't actually physically see me, right? And I can't actually see how proud they are of me, but that's actually what keeps me going. It's like anytime I complain or something like that, it's just kind of like they can't complain right now. And because they can't complain, I have to just go through with it. So the angels on my back is really that's what leads me to just keep going forward. Yeah. Everything is a moment in time. It's just kind of like when I was able to be put into this field of videography, it's like I was able to capture that. It's like real life capturing the moment. I know it sounds corny, but it's at the same time, it can't just be deemed corny, because it's like people don't realize that there's a shot in everything. So like, you know, a hummingbird flying by, it's like if you slow it down, that hummingbird like really just flapped its wings about 100 times in like a millisecond. Really, see, we love that. So it's just, everything is a shot. Everything, like when you capture it, you now capture the memory. Like the brain does the same thing. So it's just kind of like you get to now emulate it outside of the brain. So that's kind of what inspires me. It's just that like every moment can be captured, and it's just the way that it's framed. You know what I'm saying? Like pizza night, right? That's cool and all, but if you now frame pizza night from like, you know, oh, we do it every Wednesday after football practice and this, that, and you now bring emotion into it. So it's like my job to tie emotion into every moment. So that's really what inspires me. Like I want people to feel what I felt in that moment, even if you weren't there. So that's, yeah. So that is yeah. I cried, I used to, okay? I'm getting back into it because I realized that it's actually healthier. Society made it not okay to cry. Yeah. And it wasn't because of society that I stopped crying, it was because my grandma took the last of my tears. So with that, she always called me her Superman. And I thought that it was because I was to be strong, but it was more so because I had like a saving soul, and I had to find that out when I was like getting older. But I thought that me being the Superman, that big tough guy, and so it was like I vowed that funeral was the last that I shed some tears. So it was just like, I'm only gonna shed tears if somebody leaves this earth. That's it. But there's a lot of things to get sad about. Like I now recently get sad about the friends that I had 3 years ago, and they're strangers now. So it's like you have to be able to properly mourn things to actually get over them. And mourning is not just for like deaths. Mourning is for like anything that you lose. So yeah, do I cry? Getting back into it. My power, getting my power back. I just got out of something, and I lost a lot of my power. I conformed to somebody, and I realized that like love and all of that stuff is like, birds actually emulate love the best. Each bird has a bird song, right? And you will keep singing that bird song until you find somebody else that can sing the bird song with you. They don't ever change themselves to find their partner. We nowadays, we change ourselves to make somebody fit, and it's just like, oh, it was very easy to change myself for you, so we fit perfectly. Did you hear what you just said right there? So with that, it's like, I had to realize that my power is in my individuality, and that somebody will fit with me. And it's not like that they need to fit, but it's just like, yeah, they'll sing my bird song with me and they'll know the words. So that's kind of what I'm at right now, just getting my power, stepping into it. Great things are about to happen. I'm gonna be talking about stepping into my power, just, I am a movie director. right? Where I'm going to be with this is I'm going to be creating movies. My whole goal, my whole purpose of everything, like I always loved putting people in the room together. Like if there was a music artist, a model, and a photographer, and I walked into the room and I saw that light bulb, I'd be like, all right, so while the model's walking, I'm gonna need you to perform and I'm gonna need you to capture that. And I was always just about like connecting people's talents, like just intertwining people through talents to make a bigger project. And my projects started to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and now we're at movies. And it's just like, I don't know what's bigger than movies right now, and if there is something that's bigger than movies, I'm gonna find it and I'll make people part of it. But my whole goal is to employ Black entrepreneurs in things that they are good at, not things that they have to settle for, things that they are good at. We literally are living in modern day slavery. It's called a 9-to-5. So a lot of people, it was very, very sad. My cousin, he did music, does music, but he had a little bit of a moment in time where he stopped doing music because it was just like, it's not really sticking, it's not really sticking. I want to create a place where it's an entrepreneur's playground, where you can create freely and get paid to create. Like I just want people to just like know that their work is going somewhere. So like movie, people that do shoes, hair, nails, music, everything can be in the movie. Like if you cook for the cast. And I want to be able to, you get me? Because it's just like being able to pay people for what they love to do, that's unstoppable. That is unstoppable.
You enjoy doing it?
With all my heart, like literally all my heart. It's just like, I've seen how like these projects have changed people's lives, and like I would find out after the fact. There was a moment in time, this person said that I was able to disclose just the story as a, as a whole. I had hit them up to be part of my project, and they basically said they were finishing their last 2 sentences of their letter, their last letter. And they didn't have much purpose is what they were saying. And when I involved them into the project, I make everybody that's part of my project feel like a family. So they realize that family are, we came up with a quote in the conversation. Strangers are friends that you haven't met yet. Friends are family that you get to choose. So it was like, it was huge. It was very huge. The film was called Look at Me Now. And it was like, I got to chase a dream from when I was little. I wanted to make my own Chris Brown music video. So that's on YouTube. Look at Me Now. It's gonna be under Black Diamond Productions. It's really, really cool because it started off as I just wanted to do the song Look at Me Now and just make a music video, like my version of a music video. And then somebody was like, yo, like my friend has a clothing brand, can they be a part of it? And I was like, yeah, we could, throw the t-shirts on. They were like, oh, it's not t-shirts, they have like full, It's like, oh, I was like, okay, that's cool. And then they were like, I was like, could we keep the clothes? And then they were like, yeah, well, I asked them. They were like, okay, could you make a little clip for the what's it called? For the clothes, like the advertisement. So I was like, yeah, sure. Like I'll make it fit into the thing. Chris Brown used to do a little cut scene beforehand. So it turned from 3 minutes to 5 minutes. And then somebody was like, oh, like I want to act. So can I get a little more lines? And then I was just like, okay. And then somebody's like, I got another clothing brand. So we could do that. The 3-minute movie turned into 18 minutes.
Wow.
So everybody just wanted to act, and we went down to the city, and then we just the whole day. It literally, like, I don't know, people that stay silent frustrate me.
Right?
They frustrate me because
it's like there's so many coming through from spirit to bring forth, and the suppression is like doing more harm than good.
And that's just going back to that story of like hitting the person up. I just needed one more person, but I was feeling lazy that day. I was feeling lazy that day, and I was like, you know what? There was a moment in time where I did not want to send the message. If I didn't send that message, he would have finished those 2 sentences. So it's like, those really like reel me back, and like those are things that actually, those ones will get me emotional, because it's just like, when people don't speak up, it's very selfish. When you don't express yourself in the way that you have your talents and stuff like that, it's kind of selfish. It's like, yeah, just imagine like walking by and hearing somebody like singing in the shower, and like that's the only place that they ever sing. It's like,
yeah,
I don't know. It's just like, I realized that my gift is a real life Superman. That's it. It's like just giving people the platform to create. That just gives them their power back. That's it. My favorite food, oxtail, macaroni and cheese and oxtail. Yes.
Oh, Jamaican oxtail?
Any type of oxtail, to be honest. I'm Haitian, so.
You're Haitian?
Yes. So,
nice,
so yes.
neighbor.
Yes, we're right there.
Yeah.
Right there. I'm Haitian and Dominican, actually.
What's your favorite Dominican dish?
I actually don't really have one. I just like the food. I'm a weird Caribbean person. I don't like seafood. I actually talk to my younger self all the time. Yeah. And it's one of those things that I'm getting back into, because everybody has their inner child. So your inner child is still alive. Yeah. So there's a lot that I've been talking to him about, though. So this is like to pinpoint one of them. I would just say, like, forward. Like, you will be okay. Forward. Just, you will be okay. That's it. I would just, in any way, shape, or form, to reassure him, like, you will be okay. Like, with me, just a very, very quick story. My knee got blown out during football, and doctors told me I wouldn't be able to run again. Within that same year, I placed 8th in the country for track and field. What? I made a collage of all my cutouts of me being on the front of a newspaper and stuff like that. Handed him the collage and says, "Do not put your limitations on me." That's it, right? So it's like, yeah, there's a lot, and I do plan on doing like my own type of like autobiography one day, because I should not be standing where I'm standing. There's a lot of things like photography, videography. Like, shout out to my boy Joel. It's one of my angels on my back. I was gonna be his manager for photography, and he passed away before the camera arrived. I ordered the camera, and he passed away, and they had no recipient. Yeah. So we came up with a whole plan on how to be a successful photographer. Yeah. And it was just kind of like, what do I do now? I got a camera and a plan, and now I'm here. Yeah. Like, I've been in rooms that I couldn't even describe the rooms that I've been in. I've been in situations that people would not even believe, and it's just like, I don't know, I shouldn't be standing here today. But because it will always be okay, I will be standing there. So that's one thing that I just would want for him to know. Just, you will be okay. Yeah. Your strength will be tested. Of course. So 80 AM Productions. Instagram is kind of my main platform where I, really post everything. It's 80 AM Productions. It'll come up. You'll see it. It'll come up. There's an underscore somewhere in there in the middle. It'll come up. You will be seeing me within the next year. I'm creating a movie called My Chick Bad, the story of blowing cash. Spike Lee, we're gonna definitely edit this. But, so we got Spike Lee, Tyler
my
Perry,
story, you just seeing my glory, and now we going over here, and now it's about to get gory, cause this beat getting beat up, everything get